Hello, Joy Olson here of BlockBuster Fundraising. Valentine's Day week. Oh, I love Valentine's Day. And I especially love it because it's a wonderful time to reach out and tell every one of your donors how much you care, or at least some of your donors how very much you care. So hopefully you've geared up for this week, and something that I thought seemed very perfect about today in our life, today with Valentine's Day coming up, is that there are two beautiful truths that will make you an amazing fundraiser. Now, I'm not making this up. This came from Future Fundraising Now. And they say that if you realize these two things, you're going to be a great fundraiser. Number one, you realize and believe with your entire heart that communicating with your donors is good. It's excellent. And secondly, believe and know that your donors love to hear from you. So this is the base, the foundation of what we're going to be talking about here at BlockBuster Fundraising today and throughout the rest of the month are letters, donor emails, donor love notes, to get the feeling of donor communication going. Okay, I had a wonderful experience with one of my very favorite fundraising organizations. I, on purpose, let my membership lapse because I wanted to see what kind of a lapsed mailing I would get and how long it would take them. Well, it took them exactly 6 months after the annual gift date, and I got the most magnificent letter. This is from Oregon Humane Society. But what I want to tell you about it is this, is they reached out to me with, number one, a fabulous story. It was even a better story than their annual fundraising letter. It was a gorgeous story. They reached out to me with total warmth and personalization. It wasn't, where have you been? Are you lost? They just absolutely, they gave me a hug with their story and with their warmth. And they told me, they referred to my last gift. They told me what it was in response to, how much I'd helped that particular animal, and how they just knew that I wouldn't want to pass up this opportunity to help again now with a gift. So they told me when I last gave, why I last gave, and the amount. And on the reply form, I noticed with great interest that the renewal rates started at $50 over my last gift amount. Now, what I did find from, I think it was 2015 from the organization, and I had gifted at a much lower level, and the reply form, the gift amounts were at that lower levels, still above my last gift. So this is important too when you're going after those wonderful donors that have loved you and supported you and you want them back. Don't lower that gift level to like a brand new membership level. Keep it over their last gift. I think that's a really good it's a good best practice. All right, let's look at a couple in particular. One of the lapsed letters in a blog that I love is from way back in 2013, and it was written by Gail Gifford. And she had gotten this lapsed letter from the Audubon Society. And it's really a wonderful opportunity to look at what somebody else is doing. And she titled this blog, How One Nonprofit Loved Their Lapsed Members Back. They had marvelous results with this effort. Now remember, this was back in 2013, but these results are incredible because 50% of those lapsed donors renewed their membership with Audubon Society. And here is what Gail said made this Loving Your Lapsed Donor effort work. She said the envelope was handwritten and personally addressed, and the envelope carried a live stamp. She says they use not the flag stamp but a specialty stamp. So maybe a specialty stamp that relates to your mission. That's a good tip. She said the note card format stands out from all other business mail. So that's excellent. And they sent a stunning photo. Since this was the Audubon Society, they sent a stunning bird photo. And that's what you see when you open the envelope, and you're immediately taken in. So that note card has to have one of those images that really reflects the beauty and the heartfelt story of your particular mission. They stressed that members were appreciated for their commitment. It wasn't necessarily about the money, it was their commitment to the Audubon mission. And last, but certainly not least, this particular Loving Lapsed Donor mailing was genuinely sincere. She says Audubon cares about this donor for more than the value of their mission. Let's look at some more information about how to get those lapsed donors back. And this is an 8-step method that Salsa Labs likes. So you ready? Take some notes. And I'm going to throw in something fun at the end. Stick around, something that I just saw come in my email this morning about Valentine's Day. It's really a cute video with some poems so you can email in case you haven't gotten your Valentine's Day letter. Every single one of us, we nonprofits, we lose donors for whatever a reason. So we need to get these donors back, and the sooner the better. Let them know you really do miss them. Okay, so we're going to give you some good tips here. And Salsa, of course, really says, hey, learn how to use your donor management software, because each one of them, of course, is going to have a different definition, what makes a lapsed donor. So they feel, and I feel, and most experts feel, that a general rule of thumb is if your donor hasn't given in over 12 months, you need to get in touch with them, or you're a lapsed fundraiser. Really, get with it. If they haven't given you in over 12 months, they've probably just forgotten. So get out there, get busy. So you may be excelling now at donor retention. Good for you, because donor retention basically is pretty rotten. And donor acquisition, maybe you're excelling at donor acquisition. That's excellent, because that's tough. And maybe you excel at general stewardship, and that's perfect. But no matter how good you are, there's still some of those donors who are going to fall through the cracks. So it's up to you, development director. If you are doing a good job and you love your donors, you've got to go out there and regain your lapsed donors, because you know it's critical. It's a crucial element to your overall success. And you also know that these donors they've previously donated to you. They like you. They've helped further your cause. So they're certainly worth reconnecting with, and they're certainly worth going over. Okay, so here's what Salsa says, and they're experts in this field and software field and going after lapsed donors. Here are 8 easy steps for you. 8 easy steps. Now you'll have no excuses. 8 easy steps for you to regain your lapsed donors, and not only that, we've got a couple of letter templates to show you. Okay, number 1, identify your lapsed donors. Obviously, you've got to know who they are. Number 2, write for each lapsed donor. That's like that letter that from Oregon Humane Society to me. I felt like they were saying, gee, what's happened to Joy? She really liked this particular cause. Here we've got something else she can help with. Let's reach out. It was really very intimate. It was because they wrote for me. So write for each lapsed donor. And that is possible with your segmentation. You know when they've last donated, and if you're worth your salt, you know a why. Okay, and you certainly know at what gift level. Third, tell your lapsed donors you miss them, because you do. So let them know. And 4, invite them. A wonderful, warm, sincere invitation. Invite your lapsed donors back. And 5, add in specifics about each lapsed donor. You've got to know them. Make them feel like you care enough about them that you know them. You realize when they last gift. You realize what they care about. Add in some of those specifics. And 6, segment your list of lapsed donors. Well, that's easy. We couldn't do all the rest of these without that segmentation, right? And 7, use your lapsed donor preferred communication methods. And what they mean by that, Salsa, means use templates. Okay, and I'm going to give you a couple of their suggestion for templates. You don't have to reinvent and write 1,600 different lapsed donor letters, but you really do want to have some templates for each segment. And 8, customize your donation appeal for the lapsed donors. And really, that's exactly what we've been talking about. Secondly, let's go back to the second. Write for each lapsed donor. We know no donor is the same, which means no lapsed donor stopped giving for the same reason as another. Like me, with the Oregon Humane Society, I simply stopped wanting to see what kind of fabulous lapsed donor letter they'd write me. But everybody has a different reason, and oftentimes it's a reason that just kind of everything came to a halt in their household. They had a lot of other things to think about, and they're going to be so happy that you've reminded them that you still care and you're still there and you're still doing a great job, and they want to hop back on board. Your donors will be able to tell when you send out your mass emails and mass letters, because those mass emails and mass letters are all missing one thing. And you and I both know what it is: personalization. And I hate that. As a donor, a longtime donor, to get just a blanket letter. A blanket approach will honestly do more harm than good. It's almost insulting after you've been a donor for a long length of time, or for even a short length of time. People want to matter, and you matter to them, and they're investing in you, and they want you to care. All right, so when you reach out to lapsed donors, you want them to understand how much you value their support. So you want to personalize the your content for sure. You want to use their names. You want to reference the past program, the past project that they gave to. That's what motivated them to get out there. And you want to tailor your fundraising strategy and donation to ask for their average giving amount. Don't go less than that. And we saw this in the Oregon Humane. And then I compared it to a couple of years before where I was at a much lower level. They know me. They're watching me. And it makes me feel like they care. All right. Well, since you're going to be writing such tailored approaches, you want to keep in mind it's probably not worth reaching out to donors who only gave $10 at a maximum. And you feel badly about, cutoffs, but you only have so much time. And you want to select quality lapse donors to focus on. Focus your efforts on the quality lapse donors right now to maximize your potential profit. And go back to the lesser donors maybe when you do your acquisition. You could find a place for them there, I'll bet. Okay? Just remember that an authentic letter from you, a sincere, warm letter, could mean the difference between reconnection with or isolation from your nonprofit. Hey, and they've got friends too, and you just want them. Never burn a bridge. Did your parents ever tell you that? Don't burn bridges with your donors. Be the one that goes and says, if we have to say goodbye, before we say goodbye, I want to tell you how much we loved and appreciated your support, and you're going to be missed. Okay, well, just in time for Salsa's third tip, tell lapsed donors you miss them. I mean, your letters and emails should communicate how much you miss them. And it's imperative that you come off that way. You don't want them thinking that you only miss their money, because no one likes to feel like that. No one likes to feel like an ATM. Doesn't touch your heart. So to effectively portray how much you do miss them, use language like this. Okay? Ready? We miss having you as a part of our nonprofit family. We've missed hearing from you. We haven't heard from you since September of 2016. We're counting on your support again for this particular campaign because we think it's one you'll really care about. And we miss your moral support. So you want to find a way that voices your concern for their well-being and thank them. Remind them when you last heard from them or the last time that they were involved with your organization. They may have simply forgotten to donate. I think this happens. It really does. Tell you the truth, I'm going to have to go on Oregon Humane's website because I put that that lapsed donor in such a safe place I can't find it, and I haven't donated yet because I was going to donate at that time. So really, we forget. We've all got so much to do, and if someone reaches out and reminds you, it's wonderful. You think, oh, that's great. I want to do that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. So make them feel like they're a part of something authentic and positive. Come back. We're going to do great things together. Which leads us into number 4, invite your lapsed donors back. Provide your lapsed donors with an easy road to reconnection. Reconnect with your nonprofit. And you can do this by giving them easy, actionable next steps. And as we've mentioned earlier, the more you can personalize your outreach, the better. So if you know any specific metrics about the engagement of your organization and any donors, anything that they have that connects them, that's perfect information to include. The last time you gave to our organization, you helped us build shelters for those affected by the hurricane. We're hoping that you can help us do the same for those affected by the latest earthquake in Mexico City. or this. We appreciated when you contributed to our No Child Left Behind campaign. Your efforts helped us provide children in need with backpacks, books, or other school supplies. We're writing to you today because we believe you can help us raise money to offer English classes to children in developing nations. Or here's something else. With your previous recurring donations, monthly donor, you saved 31 abandoned animals. From your donations alone, we were able to supply animals in need with kennels, beds, food, and more. But there's still animals who need our help, which is why we're writing to you today. Hey, you have all the data you need. You know their giving history. You know their past interactions. So get busy. Use their past experiences with your organization and their overall interests to show just how much you know your donors. This will stress just how much you notice the difference when you don't have their support. In other words, this will help emphasize how much you miss them. Keep telling them, and you do. So different donors should receive different messages. You know that. So it makes sense to categorize them in the date of their last engagement. More recently, lapsed donors might receive more casual, laid-back approaches, while donors who haven't given in a few years might receive more aggressive appeals. Remember that Audubon example. They went way back, I think 5 years back, and they got 50%. Okay, so think about this following language when strategizing your appeals to different lapsed donors. Year number 1. Your gift provided last year impacted more people in need than we expected. We think your gift this year can help our nonprofit make an even bigger difference. 2 years. They've been gone 2 years. Your support aided our nonprofit in so many ways. We'd love to see your help continue to flourish with our next campaign for, you give the program. Over 2 years, your previous support has had a powerful impact on those in need. We haven't heard from you lately, but we think you can help our organization provide such and such and such. So you want to pick segmentations that make the most sense for your nonprofit and your lapsed donors, and be sure to choose language that is warm, welcoming, and progresses appropriately for varying donors. And don't forget here, do them by amount too, because you want to use different gifting levels on your reply coupon. Okay? 7. Use your lapsed donors' preferred communication methods. This is so important nowadays because some people love email. Some people can't stand email. Some people want texts. Some people love direct mail. You are gathering that information as a good development director. So this is a huge step towards showing your lapsed donors that you've listened and you really care about them. If your expertly crafted and tailored message reaches your lapsed donor through their preferred method, wow, you're going to really increase the likelihood of winning them over. So, if they don't like emails and you send this beautiful, wonderful email, they're not even good. They're probably going to trash it. You get the drift. You'll likely want to split your donors into 2 groups. Those who prefer email and those who prefer letters. Okay, so we've got some templates to craft the perfect approach for email and letter appeals. We're going to put those up on the screen. So we've got a perfect option for an email appeal to regain your donors. And there on the screen, you're going to see the email template. Okay, check out this letter. Now this is an email letter. let's look at it. And this is from Salsa. This is what they would recommend as an email lapsed letter. Dear Joy, we've missed hearing from you. We appreciate when you contributed to our Save the Puppy campaign. Your efforts helped us provide little puppies like Macy. Thank you. We're writing to you today because we believe that you can help us raise money to save Macy's brother, who is in trouble and needs our help. We're striving to rescue 10% more dogs this year, like Macy. And we have great plans that we're working on that are going to make this possible. Your support will help us save more puppies like Macy because of this new solution. We'd like to invite you to our next event, which is coming up this spring, Toast for Tails. So please join us there. And please also know the gift you provided last year impacted more puppies in need than we expected. We think your gift this year of $150 can help us make even a bigger difference. So please consider helping us with this new solution, and you can find out more about it here on our donation, our page. You give the link. Thank you, Joy, for all your support of our Humane Society. Sincerely, and the name. Okay, what do you think about that? Pretty good, huh? Okay, let's take a look at the letter that they suggest. And Dear Joy, we've missed you. We haven't heard from you since last 15 months ago. The last time you gave to us, you helped us. Support, and you see all that. We're hoping that you can help us do the same for those affected by, insert the new problem. We believe you can help us. Insert the issue you're trying to overcome. We're working on these goals and these plans, and your support is going to really help make this possible. We'd like to invite you to get involved with our next event. The gift you provided last year impacted more people in need than we expected. And we think your gift this year of $250 can absolutely make a stunning difference to help more puppies. Thank you for all that you do in support of our organization. We at this lovely Humane Society are humbled and forever grateful for your support. You can make a contribution via check through the mail. Sincerely, and you give the name. All right. Okay, well, there are the two letter templates from Salsa that we promised you. And as you can see, the two messages are fairly similar. The main difference is the action of donating. While those who prefer mailed letters would most likely prefer to mail in a check, those who prefer emails will probably prefer to be directed to your online donation page. Remember that delivering your message through your donor's favorite form of communication will prove to them that you really know and value their preferences. And truthfully, they'll know that you listened, you paid attention when they gave you your preferences. Because if you give somebody your preferences and you let them know and they seem oblivious to it, you think, well, why'd they even bother asking? They must not care. They didn't listen. And as we all know, listening well is a beautiful quality of a best fundraiser. All that there's left to do is to ask for the donation. You've got to ask. Can't be shy about asking. The sooner the better in the letter or the message. Again, no donor is the same. So they'll each require a customized ask. Some of your lapsed donors will have given monthly for significant amounts of time. while others have just given here and there. Take note of that. The more supportive a donor has been, the more personal an appeal they should receive. Team. So that is as much as we could possibly remember and take in right now about the lapsed donation process, right? So just be sure that you keep in mind that every donor is different and deserves a personalized approach delivered in their preferred method of communication. Thank you, Salsa Labs. Now, for those of you that made it through this lengthy presentation, I wanted to tell you something delightful because I got an email today, and I don't know how many of you are aware of Chris Davenport and Movie Mondays, but I want to give you this link because it's really a cute little video, a 2-minute video on how to email videos, how to email your donors a cute little poem. They're really darling. And like roses are red, violets are blue. Some donors are great, especially you. And I just made that up on the spot. But they've got some really cute ones. I'm going to give you the link, then go see. And then she also included a past video for Valentine's Day. I think she's a lot like me. She loves Valentine's Day, thinks it's a wonderful opportunity, a fun opportunity, a pleasing opportunity, a feel-good opportunity to reach out to your donors. And she did a little craft item. It was really cute. She like you were in school, like in kindergarten, and you did the little, folded the paper and did the little heart. And she did it on pink a drafting paper, and then in a purple felt pen wrote a cute little Valentine's Day note, and then hand addressed it to her very special major gift donors. I thought it's adorable, so I'll send you the link. Okay, thank you for having been here today. I hope that Valentine's Day will be the month that you think about gratitude and reaching out with a big warm hug to those donors that make it all possible. For all of us nonprofits, where would we be without our donors? So thank them. I know you're so busy, but this is a perfect month to just think about donors and get your wonderful donors back. Because the longer you wait to do a lapse mailing, the more they're going to think you just don't miss them. You didn't even notice. And I know that's not true. Hey, Joy Olson here. BlockBuster Fundraising. You can find out a lot more about us. JoyOlsonGroup.com. BlockBusterFundraising.com. That's where we house our vlogs, our video blogs. And hey, we've got over 300 free fundraising videos on our YouTube channel. So we really want to help you in every way possible. That's what we're all about, is just keeping you inspired. Fundraising inspiration right around the corner. Tuesdays, 1 p.m., Facebook Live. See you then. See you again next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.